in, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down.
All right, welcome everyone to Cranston High School West, the first ever playoff game played at the Nest here on Metropolitan Ave in Cranston, Rhode Island. It's Tim Duffy and Matt Jawless on the call for this Division II playoff matchup between the Cranston West Falcons and the Woonsocket Villanovans. Winner of this game will play the winner of Portsmouth and East Providence. Also tonight, one of 4 games on Fans Only Sports Network tonight. Big playoff action all across the 401 this evening. And Matt, this might be the biggest one of them all.
Yeah, you know, certainly you look at a 4-4 Woonsocket team that is needing to kind of kick themselves in the pants a little bit, lost their last 3 games against the Cranston West Falcons team that has been just absolutely lights out lately, and we'll talk about that taking a look at Woonsocket. They've had some really good outlook throughout the season. Jamari Barr, 51.5 yards per game receiving, 3 players with 3 touchdowns each in Raquez, Casaria, and Melton. Kinsantini, good on defense side. Dante Melton, good season at quarterback, but like I said, that lost the last 3, Portsmouth, Westerly, Barrington.
Yep.
You know, all of those were drops, and, you know, the Falcons home cooking, 2-1 at the Nest this year. Carvalho has had another phenomenal season for the Falcons. Scavuli's gotten in there well on defense. Kellen Cornell has, I think, really been a splash for them at quarterback, and the first ever quote-unquote home playoff game. You know, had some home games at Cranston Stadium, but this is one where it's actually home. It's on the Cranston West campus.
It's feeling good today, and some players who also got Marcus Chung, dynamic running back, kick returner. You catch his pass too, you can do it all for this Cranston West squad. Almost 1,000 yards this season, averaging 7 yards per carry with 10 touchdowns. We're on the ground, 13 total this season. Actually, 14 if you include that kickoff return for a touchdown he had a few weeks ago. We had that game as well. And Dante Melton for Woonsocket, 7 touchdowns, 4 picks this season, 91 quarterback rating. And he is trying to lead his team to a road playoff victory tonight from the Nest. Some big action as Cranston West takes the field. The storm is red, as it always is. It's a packed barn from Cranston West High School tonight. And this is going to be exciting, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, this is kind of one of those things that you feel like you live for, playoff football. You know, everybody obviously puts a lot of focus on the regular season, but when it comes down to these winner-go-home games, you put so much into this game, and you just want it so badly, knowing you've got East Providence and Portsmouth on the other side. Now, I mean, Portsmouth always a difficult team to get through. But East Providence, if somehow they were to sneak it out, East Providence has been vulnerable a couple times this year. You've seen them a lot.
Yeah, we saw them the first game me and you had against St. Ray's. They won that game by a score of, I believe, 28-22. I think it was something along those lines. It was a close game, but Cranston West and Woonsocket, big Division II matchup, two of the best teams in D2. Cranston West 5-1 in Division II this year. Woonsocket just 3-3, but trying to lead an upset victory. They've lost 3 games in a row. Cranston West, the opposite winners of their last 3, averaging almost 30 points per game in those matchups, are the Falcons. And this is a big game. And we're going to head to a commercial break. Coin toss coming up when we come back. We're going to see who will get the ball first to begin this one. Try to make a statement in the first 12 here. Tim Duffy, Matt Chalice on the call. We'll be right back.
Game On mouthguards. Game On mouthguards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association's seal of acceptance.
Cranston West will get the ball first here at home, trying to make a statement and get on the board first in front of their home fans. The storm is red tonight. You can see it all everywhere. The atmosphere is contagious here from Cranston High School West, and the crowd just bleeding red tonight. A lot of West fans, big school, great school spirit, one of the best public schools in the state, not just in terms of football, but also the energy they bring to each and every game. And we are happy to be here in the press box tonight as this game ready to get underway. About 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time approaching. That's the kickoff time at 6:55. We're going to do a little band ritual from Cranston West. And the Pledge of Allegiance / National Anthem, excuse me, about to ensue. Great national anthem by the Cranston West Band, as they always do. Like the cheerleaders, this is a electrifying atmosphere tonight. Getting the crowd rowdy and ready for this one. And Matt, big D2 matchup. You got to be excited for this, huh? It's been circled on our calendars all week.
Yeah, you know, it's obviously good to see the Falcons back in the postseason. Something that I think has been lost a little bit the past couple of years. So nice to see this, see it back. And really haven't seen a lot out of Woonsocket. Heard a lot out of them.
Yeah.
But not seen a lot out of them. So getting get a chance to actually see them this year. And is Dante Milton really a dynamic as quarterback as we've heard he is?
Let's see if that's the case. As
Lindsay, zoom back so we can see the whole kick.
Benjamin Wilcox about to kick it off for Woonsocket.
Go to your right. Go to your side. Yep.
And here it is. It's a squib kick. He'll be taken at the 39-yard line, getting to the outside and brought down out of bounds at the 42. Brought down immediately. Only 3-yard return for Noah Ciceron. And it's me a 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. That is where Cranston West will begin this drive. And Kellen Cornell and this Falcons offense about to come out onto the field for the first time tonight. It's a Falcons offense that averages 21.3 points per game. They have been dynamic the last few weeks, really clicking, scoring 30-plus in 2 of those previous 3 wins. Here's Chung in motion on 1st down. Fake to Chung. Cornell is wrapped up immediately. It's a sack right there. And on the very first play of the game, it's Xavier Luke bursting through the line. He had 2 sacks. The season gets his 3rd right there. And it's a loss of 4 on the play. Xavier Luke. Cornell will be in the empty gun on 2nd and long. High snap. Here's the fake, and the flag is down. This one might be going backwards for West, and it'll be a false start against Cranston West. So Falcons just going backwards. Xavier Luke, the player to watch today on this Woonsocket defense, bursting through the line on the very first play of the game and sending Cranston West backwards. Now it'll be 2nd down and 19 from the 34-yard line. Cornell under center. I formation for West. Here's the handoff up the middle. Luke was in there. Chung slips through it and picks up a gain of 7 on the play to the 41. Xavier Luke, that big number, 36. We've seen him burst through the line back-to-back plays, but Chung able to slip out of that one and get a good gain of 7. Yeah. 36. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Marcus Chung is that dynamic running back that the Falcons need to be able to go. And if Chung gets going, and we talk about this 5-6 yards on a chunk every single day, that Chung gets the ball.
Sure does. Now it's 3rd down and about 11, 3rd and 12 for West. Cornell is going to drop back for the first time tonight. Good protection, throws over the middle. That one's caught at midfield and brought down at the 50. And making the catch right there for West was Braden Stetson. It's actually Dimitri LeBlanc, excuse me. And now it's 4th and 3. They're going to go for this quickly. And they might have just got Woonsocket to jump, and they did. There'll be a 1st down for West.
That last pass was complete to Dimitri.
They got 9 on the reception from LeBlanc. And they'll get a 1st down by virtue of the offsides. He had a couple of Woonsocket defenders jumping at the line, and it'll be Cranston West inside Woonsocket territory for the first time this evening.
And Kellen Cornell went hard count and was able to make Woonsocket flinch.
Sure did, and especially on 4th down, big play. Here's the toss play, running right. It's Marcus Chung, trying to find a hole, gets outside across the 40, and out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Good for about 6 or 7 on the carry. Going to give him 7.
7 yards there for the Falcons.
And it will be 2nd and 3. So back-to-back 7-yard carries for Chung on his first 2 touches of the night. From the 38 now. They want to get Chung involved early and often. And averaging 115 rushing yards per game is Marcus Chung, and showing why there. 2nd and 3. They're going tempo here. Here's the handoff right up the gut. And it is Chung close to the marker. Only got about 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd and short.
About 2 yards there. It'll be 3rd and short
Yeah, but Marcus Chung, again, 2 carries, first 2 carries of the game, 7 and 7. They're, obviously they loaded the box up a little bit, so he wasn't going to get it there, but he's right on that average point.
Sure is, and now it's 3rd and a long yard, almost 2 yards. And in motion, it's Major. Here's the handoff to Chung, running left, big hole, first down. Tripped up after a 3-yard gain. The hole was there, but good recovery by the Woonsocket defensive front to halt an even bigger gain. But a second first down on the drive for Cranston West. So Chung already 4 carries for 18 yards on the drive. They'll have this one at the 34. And in motion, they do the same play to the other side. It's Chung running right, getting to the outside across the 30. Stays in bounds, tiptoeing inside the 15. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Back at the 22-yard line. It's good for a gain of 12. Another first down, but a flag is down. The 12-yard run in the meantime, but let's see what the flag is. I imagine it might be a hold. They're going to say legal shift against Cranston West, with Jack Major not being set at the line on the movement, so we'll bring it back 5 yards. It'll be first down and 15. So first penalty of the game for either team. Cornell takes the snap. Here's the handoff to Chung, but reverse to Carvalho. He's wrapped up in the backfield for a loss of 6 on the play. Great tackle by Antonio Delgado. It's a loss of a half dozen on the run. Becomes second down and 21 now, actually 22. It's a loss of 7, it goes in the book says. And that had nowhere to go. Cranston West already milking off almost 5 minutes here in this first quarter. Second down and 22. Carvalho going to keep it himself. Quarterback draw right up the middle, and Cornell to the 39. My apologies. Good for 6 on the carry. As his first carry. Picks up a half dozen. Gets some yardage back, but it's still 3rd and long. Last time they had a 3rd down, it was a 12-yard completion to Dimitri LeBlanc. And let's see what they just draw up here on 3rd and about 15. Shotgun for Cornell. LeBlanc's the back. Carvalho's in motion. Here is the fake to LeBlanc. Cornell off his back foot, downfield. This one's intercepted. Not a great throw. Underthrown and picked off to the 32-yard line. There goes Joe Greenless, the freshman, making the play. And the first turnover of the game is by Cranston West.
Yeah, Cornell looked like he had plenty of time. Really didn't read the field too well, and he kind of just threw one up there, and it was easily caught. And it's possible either Cornell didn't see that field well, or there was a miscommunication. He threw it where somebody was supposed to be. They weren't there.
There was only white jerseys in the area. Here comes Dante Melton. And this offense. Here's the handoff running right. It's Peguero, and he's down to about the 37-yard line for a 5-yard pickup on first down. As Jonathan Peguero Jr., the sophomore running back, leading rusher on this squad, gets the first touch of the game for Woonsocket. Good for about 5. Woonsocket, they've only had 3 interceptions all season, or at least that's what Max Preps was telling us, but Gets a good takeaway there, especially in the playoffs. Big momentum swing. Here's the handoff. Fullback dive up the middle, and Wilcox to the 40. Gain of about 3 on the play as the big fella gets a respectable gain. Number 3 picks up 3.
And Falcons need to maybe put numbers up in the box a little bit. It seemed like they had space in the gap for Woonsocket to be able to get through.
Sure did. And we see here just 6 in the box for Cranston West. 3rd down and 2 for Melton. Roquez, the motion man. Hand off to McGuire. No, read option. Melton gets to the outside and picks up a 1st down, diving to the 44-yard line, brought down by Chevoli, who leads the team in tackles, but not before Dante Melton moves the chains. Picking up 4 on the play.
And it'll be 1st down for Woonsocket.
So it's been on the ground so far on this drive for Woonsocket. Trying to work this clock a little bit. 3 different ball carriers contributing for 12 yards on this first drive for the Villanovans. High formation for the Novans. 2 tight ends on the line. Here is the handoff to Miguero. Big hole up the middle, but unable to capitalize on it. Only good for a gain of 4. Could have got more on that play, but still a respectable gain. And like you said, Matt, these holes are opening up, and this Woonsocket front 7, they have been dominating the trenches all year. A lot of big fellas on the offensive and defensive line, and we saw it right there.
Yeah, and so these are the times where, you start to look at how the first half of the first quarter went, the second half of the first quarter went, and you're going to go make some adjustments. And we've seen West do this throughout the season. They have these kind of like slow starts, and then all of a sudden they'll make an adjustment, and then they'll just blow a team out in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
2nd down and 6. West showing blitz. Here they come. Handoff left side, and it gets across midfield to the 48-yard line. First carry of the game for Vince Casari, and it's good for 4 more on the plays. They just keep churning out these 3, 4, 5-yard carries, and Casari, the 2nd leading rusher on this team, gets 4.
And the good thing that can do is it also takes time off the clock, too.
Sure does.
It's going to make this game shorter and shorter as you go on.
3rd and 2.
Oh, watch West.
Casari is still the back. Here is the handoff to Casari. He's wrapped up. Loss of 4 on the play. First one there for West was that the quarterback, Kellen Cornell, number 4?
Down by a flock of Falcons.
No, it was Noah
7.
Ciceron, excuse me.
Yeah, it was Ciceron and number 7.
That number 7 being Dominic Schiavoli, the leading tackler on this team, with 71 or 71 on the season.
That's my one Tony Romo moment for the game where I just said watch West, and then all of a sudden
they came in hard. So it's going to be 4th down and 5 after the 3-yard loss in Woonsocket with a promising opening drive. We'll have to punt this one back to the Falcons. Wilcox awaiting the snap.
Lindsay, zoom back.
More. Here's the punt. Wilcox gets this one away. It's a high punt. And it will go out of bounds at the 24-25-yard line. That is where Cranston West will start drive number 2. Fast-paced first quarter. This game started just about 10 to 11 real-time minutes ago, right at the 1:57 mark of this first quarter. Makes sense with the play calls we've seen so far. 10 rushes, 2 passes combined for both these squads, and Cranston West, who had 6 of those carries, will come back on the field.
Yeah, we'll see what they do with this second offensive possession. Kind of didn't exactly end the way that they wanted it to last time around. See if maybe Cornell realizes the air game won't work and they're just going to go to the ground.
Cornell on the empty set, man in motion. It is Chung on the end around, running right side, looking for a block. Cuts inside, made a man miss, and Chung. A shifty run for about 4. So 5th carry of the game for Chung, and that one Good for 4, and it'll be second down and 6 as we approach the 90-second mark here in quarter number 1. Still scoreless. 2 pretty well-sustained drives in terms of time, but no points on the board and 1 turnover so far. It's empty backfield once again for Cornell. See if they can get Hudson Carvalho involved soon. Chung's in motion again. They're going to give it to him again. Left side. No, it's a keeper for Cornell. Excuse me. He makes a tackle. Kellen Cornell, the 40. Across midfield, and Cornell out of bounds at the 46. It's good for about 25 on the play. Let's see if they spot this one. They're going to spot the 48-yard line. It's good for 23 for Kellen Cornell.
Yeah, if you see a gap, take it. Cornell couldn't see any option around him, so he's just going to go himself, and they're going to go quick.
Going quick. Here's the fake to Chung screen. It's Carvalho up the middle of the field, and Hudson Carvalho, big, strong run for the first down to the 37-yard line. 36. It's good for 12.
And that's adjustments that we were talking about. West having to make that adjustment. Didn't like what worked in the first part. Had some problems on defense. They went back to the sideline, made an adjustment. Now they're coming out.
Going quick once again. Here's the fake. Keep for Cornell, and he will be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
The flag on the play.
The flag is down, like you said. Let's see what this will be. And
sideline infraction warning.
Sideline infraction warning. Not quite sure, but you said it best, Matt. So sideline warning, I think it was for West. But it's going to be second down and 10. This will most likely be the final play of the first quarter.
Don't have get-back coaches in high school like they do in the NFL.
Oh, yeah, they don't. No Sean McVay get-back coach here at Cranston West. Here's Cornell going to keep it himself, running right, trying to find a lane, and he gets down out of bounds at the 26-yard line and wrapped up. And they're going to throw a flag for that on Jeremy Jones, who tackled him right when he stepped out of bounds. Woonsocket wants to argue momentum, brought him down, but they're going to give half the distance to the goal for Cranston West.
Cornell with a nice run there and pick up.
Oh, he sent Cornell around. That's what the call was.
Watching the replay here on Matt's iPhone. Yeah, he did.
He literally picked Kellen Cornell up and sent him around. And you can't, I mean, you can do that in WWE. You can't do that in football.
Sure can't. This is going to put the ball inside the 10-yard line to the 9.
First and goal for the Falcons at the 9-yard line after that Woonsocket penalty.
Cornell fumbled the ball. It's on the ground, recovered by Chung on the end around. That will end the first quarter.
And that'll do it for the first quarter. It'll be second and goal for
So
the
0-0 with the Falcons with the ball inside the red zone. This is going to get interesting here in quarter 2 as Cranston West moving the ball. Let's see if they can punch it. We'll be back here for quarter 2 on Fans Only Sports Network.
Looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
3 to go here in the first. Here's a fade, corner of the end zone. Jump ball. It is caught. What a catch. Carvalho, he beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! Nowhere! Opening kick! Oh my goodness!
Norway with one man to beat. He's going to beat him. Touchdown.
Falco down the field, wide open Devin Lynch in the end zone. Touchdown, Hendrickson still going as he still can't be backed up. He breaks the tackle. Will he take it? He will. Red score, touchdown.
What a
We are back. Second and goal from the 11-yard line. Handoff up the gut. It is Chung up ahead. Gets down to the 5.
Number 1, Marcus Chung with the run there.
And that's a 6-yard carry for Chung.
It'll be third and goal for the Falcons.
7 carries for Marcus here in the first half, and it'll be third down and goal for Cranston West. Trying to punch it in first. 3 pass attempts for West. Might see a 4th one here. They do like throwing the ball on goal to go. 10 touchdown passes this year for Kellen Cornell. Can he get 11 right here? Cornell, handoff. It's Chung, burst of speed, end over end, and touchdown. West strikes first, and Marcus Chung going airborne to punch it home. Touchdown number 14 on the season for Marcus Chung.
Marcus Chung, touchdown, foul.
Nothing you can say, but Marcus Chung does what Marcus Chung does.
Oh, yes, he does.
If you give him that ball, he's going to go eat right through the center, and was able to punch that one in.
11th touchdown on the ground for Chung this year. 14th offensive score for him. Major's extra point is close, but it's good.
Number 9, Jack Major with the extra point, and it is good.
Almost thought it did, yeah.
Falcons lead 7-0.
So Major punches it home, and the Falcons are up 7-0 over the Novans. A sustained drive there. Only took about 2.5 minutes off the board, but it was a strong drive filled with some big plays. Moving the ball nicely. Highlighted by 3 carries for 39 yards on the sequence for Kellen Cornell.
CLCF Cranston Chiefs looking for fundraising from the Cranston fans as they're looking to send their players off to the All-Star games. If you want to support CLCF Chiefs, scan the QR code on your screen right now, and we'll put it up later in the game too. Or go to CLCF Chiefs and help donate and help send kids to the All-Star games.
CLCF is a great organization. Now they used to smoke us, the North Smithfield Express, back in the day. Well, here's the squib kick. He taken by Raquez at the 21-yard line, trying to get a seam and down to the 38. Goes Braylon Raquez. That is where they will start their second drive of the game. Woonsocket, mark at the 39.
With the pickup there for Woonsocket after the kickoff.
Woonsocket's first drive, they got a first down after just 3 plays, but on a 3rd and 2, swallowed up for a loss of 3. And it'll be a first down for Woonsocket from the 39-yard line. Here is Dante Melton and company trying to get on the board. First down play is a fake. Melton under pressure, throws off his back foot in traffic, picked off, intercepted, going back the other way and down to the 22-yard line. I think that's Dimitri LeBlanc. No, it's actually number 29. It's Aiden Murray with the interception.
Number 29, Aiden Murray.
Yeah, that is absolutely huge for Aiden Murray to read that one right. Melton had a good throw. Murray came in through traffic of Woonsocket players and was able to snatch that one.
No, it was actually Steven Giroux, actually, number 29. That's what we have on our roster. Steven Girard, the linebacker. Got Murray at number 59. Major in motion. Here's the handoff to Chung. Running right, getting nothing. Maybe 2 on the play, but not a good read by Melton on his first pass of the game. Threw in a double coverage. As Girard able to get the interception. Gain of 1 for Chung.
After that 1-yard run by Chung.
Cranston West trying to kill some of this clock with some runs, but they're close to pay dirt. Here is Chung running right. He's stacked up immediately. After a gain of about 2. First one there for Woonsocket was Michael Cincatini, player to watch on defense and leading tackler on this squad, making his presence felt. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, he's averaging 6 tackles a game, so obviously that's a guy that you kind of don't want to run towards if you're the Falcons.
Handoff, left side. Chung finds a hole. Chung inside the 10, cuts outside. What a move! Juke, end zone, touchdown! finding it for the second time today.
Number 1, Marcus Chung with another Falcon touchdown.
As Chung finds the end zone and puts the Falcons up 2 scores. Shifty run from Marcus Chung.
Yeah, it's called playing Madden on a real-life field. He just found the hole, hit the X button, bounced out, and boom.
And the extra point is good from Major, and it is a 14-0 ball game here from Cranston High School West.
Up and good again by Major, and it is 14.
Following the interception, they punched it in the end zone.
You were like framed like regular, so on a kick you gotta make sure you can see the uprights in your view screen.
Goes in the books as a 21-yard touchdown run for Chung. He's got 2 here in this first half. What a start for Marcus Chung. Putting it in the end zone 2 times off his first 11 carries. That was his first run of double digits all night, and that one couldn't have come at a better time for Cranston West. Here is the return up the middle, and turning the legs to the 46-yard line was Jeremy Jones Jr., who got penalized earlier for the personal foul and gets his team some good starting field position.
First down for Woonsocket after the kickoff by Cranston West.
Well, yeah, good field position at the 47, but last time out for Woonsocket didn't really work for them. So are they going to go back to the ground game because the air game doesn't seem to be working? Falcons read that one up right. But that first drive Woonsocket had where they carved up a lot of yardage was when they were going through the ground game and they were finding those gaps.
Yeah, and that offensive line, like we mentioned, a lot of big guys up front for Woonsocket on both sides of the line, and they got to take advantage of that if they want to come back in this one. Here's the handoff to Pagero, running left, breaks a tackle, and he'll be wrapped up at the line. No gain on the play. Making the tackle there was Major. And going to give him a yard as Pagero makes it 2nd and 9. His third carry, he's got 10 yards. Actually, no gain on the play, they're going to say. So it'll be 2nd and 10. A little bit of some miscommunication on the stick work on the sideline, but right call is 0 yards on the play. 2nd and 10 for Woonsocket. On the cusp of Cranston West territory for the first time tonight. Set up by the kick return. Melton's going to drop back and throw. Throws it left. This one is caught. And they do get across midfield and wrestle out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Forward progress will give Jamari Barr.
That's Marcus Chung making a great stop there.
Yeah, Marcus Chung. We see him on both sides of the ball, making the tackle there, but it's the first completion of the game for Dante Melton. Good for 7. Be 3rd and 3. As Barr gets the first reception by a Villanovan tonight. And this is the first play in the first 16 minutes of game time for Woonsocket in Cranston West territory. Melton on 3rd down. Almost got him to jump. And handoff to Pagero up the middle. Big hole for Pagero. Gets a first down to the 36-yard line.
Number 20, Pagero with the run there for Woonsocket.
Good for 9 in the first down. Longest play of the game for the Villanovans so far in this one.
7 minutes in.
So he gets his total up to 18 yards on the ground. So, Matt, you said that Woonsocket's going to try to get this ground game going on this drive especially. Don't want to give Cranston West too much time before intermission if they do score, with Woonsocket also receiving the second half kickoff. 1st and 10. Split backfield for Woonsocket. Here's the handoff to Kaseri. Finds a hole left side, cuts it in, and spins down to 31. Good for 5.
Yeah, and again, they're Cranston West making the adjustment of closing the gap this time Kasari has to go to the outside, but still, this is one of those things where you got to be careful to not box too many to the inside. Still make sure you're spread to the outside. Kasari was able to find a seam on the outside. Good edge run.
Sure was. Good hole, off tackle, and Kasari, he's very versatile. We saw him throw a 64-yard touchdown pass off a trick play in Central a few weeks ago. That clip is on our Instagram at FO Sports with a Z. Roquez the motion man. Here's the keeper for Melton, right up the gut, and he's close to the first down marker. He gets it to the 25-yard line. First down. Gain of 7 for number 7.
Surprised nobody's called a timeout. And whoa, did I just?
The commentator curse right there as Matt Jollis feeling like Houdini for a sec. Timeout called by Woonsocket. First of the game with 6:23 to go. Here in the first half, we'll take a timeout ourselves. This is Fans Only Sports Network. 14-0 Cranston West on top. He's 20, yeah. Pagero is 20. Yeah.
Tonight's game on Fans Only Sports Network brought to you by Perino Properties. Visit PerinoProperties.com. 401 Strength and Fitness.
He's like one of the players to watch, you know.
By Joseph Lammy, attorney at law.
Who do you have as
The
29
local
on
in
Cranston West?
East Providence.
You guys said Murray, but I have it as this kid named
Shamrock Home Loans. And by Basta.
Yep.
Ristorante Italiano.
Handoff left side is Pagero down to the 21. Great ad read by Matt Josh. We have a lot of great sponsors. A lot of Italian restaurants. We are in Cranston West, so it makes sense. Gain of 5.
Yeah, I haven't made a trip over there yet, but you know, Basta and Batola, two of our sponsors, and I looked at the website. Some pretty they got some legit pizzas going on. I gotta make a trip over there and get me some grub because those are some crazy pizzas they got.
Might have to get a takeout order after this game if they're open. We'll see. It looks good in the ads. Gives us a lot of good clout. Having pizza this good sponsor us. Voted best pizza in Rhode Island. 2nd and 5. First trip to the red zone all night for Woonsocket. Toss play, left side, Kasari cuts it in and gets about 2. Give him a yard. No, give him 2, actually. It'll be 3rd and 4. There's number 2, picks up 2 on the carry. 4 carries, just 9 yards for Kasari tonight. 8 yards, actually. Be 3rd and 4. 3rd and a long 4. As we hit the 5-minute mark here in the first half. Mountain under center. Handoff, left side is Pagero. He is wrapped up. Great tackle there in the backfield by Zach Petrella, the sophomore, bring him down for a loss of 1.
Number 56, Zachary Petrella with the tackle.
We'll call it a no gain at the line of scrimmage. It will stay 4th and 4. In decision time for Woonsocket and Coach Bebo. And you know they're going to go for this. You know they are.
Yeah, I mean, 4th and 4, they've been able to make some pretty good run plays. You're down inside of the red zone for the first time tonight. You're trailing by 2 scores. I think, you know, you're going to want to make an attempt to try to at least get the first down. You don't have to go for it all here, but just try to get those 4 yards.
4th and 4. Let's see what Woonsocket wants to dice up here. Biggest play of the game so far for the Villanovans. Melton out of the gun. Takes the snap. Throws it right side. It's caught inside the 10 and a first down for Barr to the 5-yard line. Gain of 10 on the play, and Jamari Barr moves the chains. Gets to the 5-yard line. Gain of 15, actually. And Barr has both catches for Woonsocket today, and that one was the biggest one of them all. As we are officially under 3.5 to go, as Woonsocket has turned off a marvelous drive to get back into this one. First and goal from the 5. Woonsocket shut out 2 of their last 3 games. They scored 27 against Barrington last week in an overtime loss. This would be a huge score for their confidence. Hand off to Bagaro, tries to cut it in, and is wrapped up maybe after a gain of 1. And they'll give him about a yard. So it goes from the 6 to the 5.
That's elicited a little bit of a roar from the Cranston West crowd. Looks like a lot of Rockio's family in the crowd tonight.
Is Rockio able to make the stop at the 4-yard line? Second and goal. It's Melton under center. Fullback is Alex Bonilla. You're going to give it to Kaseri running behind Bonilla, and he is going to get to maybe the 1, down at the 1, yes. Actually, down at the 3, my apologies. It's very close. I don't know where the ref's saying at the 1-yard line, but the marker's at the 3. So, yeah, it'll be, we'll take about the 2 on our screen.
Yeah, it looks like somewhere between like the 2 and the 3.
So call it a gain of about 1.5, so. Gain of 2 for Kaseri. Third and goal now. Woonsocket letting this milk way below 2 minutes. Trying to get back-to-back drives as they will receive the second half kickoff. Melton under center. Once again. To keep it himself. Push ahead from the fullback. And is he in? It's close. Cranston West thinks no. And Melton going to check. And he is down at the 1-yard line.
And Melton is down at the 1-yard line.
Down about the half-yard line. This is very close to the end zone. So 1-yard carry for Melton. It's 4th and goal with 60 seconds on the clock.
They do have 2 timeouts left, so if Woonsocket wanted to call a timeout to stop the clock, they could, and they might have to because they took a long time trying to get this play in.
4th and goal from the half-yard line. Maybe do the same play here. Melton going to hand it off. Fullback dive. It is the big fella punching it home for the touchdown. Xavier Luke with a 1-yard carry for 6. Looking like the fridge right there, and he was too tough to bring down. Woonsocket is on the board with 29 seconds to go here in the first half. So Luke, he had the sack on the first play of the game. Now gets the touchdown.
No, Lindsay, pull back. Remember, you're on a kick.
Here's the extra point. It's bobbled on the snap, and this one never had a chance.
The extra point is up, and it is no good.
As it was Patrick Munger, the freshman, unable to get the clean hold on the snap, and it will keep it a 14-6 game. Still a 1-score contest with under 30 ticks to go, but what a drive by Woonsocket there.
Yeah, certainly was able to go back to the ground game, really push that ball through. Good couple of edge runs as well because they got closed up in the gap, but that's actually a huge win for Cranston to not have Woonsocket get that extra point because now they're going to have to go for 2 if they score another touchdown.
Sure will. Trailing by 8 now, but what a drive by Woonsocket. They got the ball with 9:50 in the second quarter. They made that drive last 9.5 minutes.
Yep, there you go.
Right before intermission. 9.5 minutes and only 52 yards on the drive.
Well, that was a good placement to start the drive.
Yeah.
Got a good run back on the kickoff.
Wilcox will kick this off. It's a boot down the field. Going to bounce inside the 10-yard line. It'll be returned from the 6 and down to the 16, 17-yard line.
And it'll be first down for the Falcons at about the
Goes the Falcons, and they will start there with 23.5 seconds to go.
5 seconds remaining in the half.
Yeah, not really sure you can do too much here from that far down in the field. And you're up at least still by a score. So you could try to just run the ball once and make sure you don't do anything crazy, or I don't know. You got Hudson Carvalho.
Yeah, I was going to say, we got Hudson Carvalho.
Do you try to release Carvalho and see if you can bomb one?
We saw Carvalho have a 4-catch, 138-yard night against Hendricken, including a 90-yard touchdown a few weeks ago, and they're going to look to throw it here, maybe. Not end around or fake end around. It's Chung running left. Got a big hole. Marcus Chung across the 30. Chung across the 40. Chung to midfield.
Well, you can do that too.
You can do that as well. It's good for 32 on the play. Gets to the 49-yard line.
There's 15.1 seconds remaining.
And he got out of bounds, so it stops the clock, so that preserves the timeout. Gives a chance for the Falcons to set up another play.
So Chung 53 yards on his last 2 carries. Last one was a 21-yard touchdown to make him up 14-6. And now with 15 seconds to go in the first half, Cranston West really they have a chance here to get more points on the board if they can capitalize. It'll be tough. They still have 3 timeouts. But let's see. Major in motion. Cornell's going to throw. Going to throw down the middle of the field. It's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35 by Jamari Barr. Barr across midfield. Barr to the 40. Jamari Barr. He's still on the sideline. He's going to score. What a return. 65 yards at the gun. Wow.
That is disappointing. The Falcons could have easily just taken this one to the locker room and been +6, +7. Now all of a sudden you're looking at the possibility that if they complete a 2-point conversion here, you're looking at a tie ball game, and that's 2 times that Kellen Cornell's gotten picked off on the same play. The Falcons offensively have done everything right on the ground. They go to the air game and it hasn't worked. They've got to adjust that in halftime, because if they continue to go to the air again in the second half, they're going to find themselves on the backside of this. Woonsocket's going to get the ball to start the second half, and they're going to take their second timeout.
Call a timeout, trying to dice up this 2-point play. What a return at the buzzer for Jamari Barr, a 65-yard pick 6, sucking the life out of Cranston West.
That's a very, very disappointing play to see. Hopefully they can adjust that one.
All right.
Take a look at games coming up here on Fans Only Sports Network over the next day. Moses Brown and Tolman in their football playoff game tomorrow, 12:30 kickoff. Brady Kudo, Chris Hito on the call for that one. College hockey coming up tomorrow night. Providence College Women's Club Ice Hockey Team against Northeastern Huskies. 7 p.m. kickoff, 7 p.m. face-off time. Then we'll be at Bryant on Sunday as Bryant takes on Sacred Heart.
Jamari Barr with the big return. Going for 2 now, or the Novans trying to tie it up at the break. Handoff. No, play action. Melton throws, and that is caught by Roquette. No, dropped. He dropped it. So we'll say a 2-point game, but what a turn of events. 2 touchdowns in the last half a minute of the first half of the Novans, making a 2-point game. Kellen Cornell, 2 of 4, 21 yards and 2 picks. The last one being detrimental for the Falcons, a pick 6 by Jamari Barr at the first half buzzer. 14-12 the score at halftime. Falcons still in front. Villanovans will receive the second half kickoff. And what a first half it was. Tim Duffy, Matt Chalice on the call. We'll be back for half number 2 in this Division II playoff matchup.
Looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King. Looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
3 to go here in the first. Here's a fade, corner of the end zone, jump ball. It is caught. What a catch! Romano, he beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! Nowhere! Opening kick! Oh my goodness!
Gone away with 1 man to beat. He's gonna beat him. Touchdown!
Falco down the field, wide open down the ledge, in the end zone, touchdown Hendrickson, still going, as he still can't be brought down, he breaks the tackle, will he take it? He will, Rams score, touchdown!
What a
looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
3 to go here in the first. Here's a fade, corner of the end zone, jump ball. It is caught. What a catch! Romano, he beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! Nowhere! Opening kick! Oh my goodness!
Gone away with 1 man to beat. He's gonna beat him. Touchdown!
Falco down the field, wide open down the ledge, in the end zone, touchdown Hendrickson, still going, as he still can't be brought down, he breaks the tackle, will he take it? He will, Rams score, touchdown!
What a
looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
3 to go here in the first. Here's a fade, corner of the end zone, jump ball. It is caught. What a catch! Romano, he beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! Nowhere! Opening kick! Oh my goodness!
Gone away with 1 man to beat. He's gonna beat him. Touchdown!
Falco down the field, wide open down the ledge, in the end zone, touchdown Hendrickson, still going, as he still can't be brought down, he breaks the tackle, will he take it? He will, Rams score, touchdown!
What a
looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
3 to go here in the first. Here's a fade, corner of the end zone, jump ball. It is caught. What a catch! Romano, he beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! Nowhere! Opening kick! Oh my goodness!
Gone away with 1 man to beat. He's gonna beat him. Touchdown!
Falco down the field, wide open down the ledge, in the end zone, touchdown Hendrickson, still going, as he still can't be brought down, he breaks the tackle, will he take it? He will, Rams score, touchdown!
What a
looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
3 to go here in the first. Here's a fade, corner of the end zone, jump ball. It is caught. What a catch! Romano, he beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! Nowhere! Opening kick! Oh my goodness!
Gone away with 1 man to beat. He's gonna beat him. Touchdown!
Falco down the field, wide open down the ledge, in the end zone, touchdown Hendrickson, still going, as he still can't be brought down, he breaks the tackle, will he take it? He will, Rams score, touchdown!
What a
looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King Looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
Here to go here in the first. Here's a fade, corner of the end zone, jump ball. It is caught. What a catch! Romano, he beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! Nowhere! Opening kick! Oh my goodness!
Gone away with one man to beat. He's gonna beat him. Touchdown!
Falco down the field, wide open down the ledge, in the end zone, touchdown Hendrickson, still going, as he still can't be brought down, he breaks the tackle, will he take it? He will, Rams score, touchdown!
What a
looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
Here to go here in the first. Here's a fade, corner of the end zone, jump ball. It is caught. What a catch! Romano, he beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! Nowhere! Opening kick! Oh my goodness!
Gone away with one man to beat. He's gonna beat him. Touchdown!
Falco down the field, wide open down the ledge, in the end zone, touchdown Hendrickson, still going, as he still can't be brought down, he breaks the tackle, will he take it? He will, Rams score, touchdown!
What a
looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
Here to go here in the first. Here's a fade, corner of the end zone, jump ball. It is caught. What a catch! Romano, he beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! Nowhere! Opening kick! Oh my goodness!
Gone away with one man to beat. He's gonna beat him. Touchdown!
Falco down the field, wide open down the ledge, in the end zone, touchdown Hendrickson, still going, as he still can't be brought down, he breaks the tackle, will he take it? He will, Rams score, touchdown!
What a
looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
Here to go here in the first. Here's a fade, corner of the end zone, jump ball. It is caught. What a catch! Romano, he beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! Nowhere! Opening kick! Oh my goodness!
Gone away with one man to beat. He's gonna beat him. Touchdown!
Falco down the field, wide open down the ledge, in the end zone, touchdown Hendrickson, still going, as he still can't be brought down, he breaks the tackle, will he take it? He will, Rams score, touchdown!
What a
looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
Here to go here in the first. Here's a fade, corner of the end zone, jump ball. It is caught. What a catch! Romano, he beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! Nowhere! Opening kick! Oh my goodness!
Gone away with one man to beat. He's gonna beat him. Touchdown!
Falco down the field, wide open down the ledge, in the end zone, touchdown Hendrickson, still going, as he still can't be brought down, he breaks the tackle, will he take it? He will, Rams score, touchdown!
What a
looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King Looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
Here we go, here in the first. Here's the fade, corner of the end zone, jump ball. It is caught. What a catch. Romano, he beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! No way! Opening kick! Oh my God, it is!
Norway with one man to beat. He's going to beat him. Touchdown.
Falco down the field, wide open down the ledge, in the end zone, touchdown, Hendrickson still going, as he still can't be backed up, he breaks the tackle, will he take it? He will, Rams score, touchdown!
What a
looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
Here we go, here in the first. Here's the fade, corner of the end zone, jump ball. It is caught. What a catch. Romano, he beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! No way! Opening kick! Oh my God, it is!
Norway with one man to beat. He's going to beat him. Touchdown.
Falco down the field, wide open down the ledge, in the end zone, touchdown, Hendrickson still going, as he still can't be backed up, he breaks the tackle, will he take it? He will, Rams score, touchdown!
What a
looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
Here we go, here in the first. Here's the fade, corner of the end zone, jump ball. It is caught. What a catch. Romano, he beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! No way! Opening kick! Oh my God, it is!
Norway with one man to beat. He's going to beat him. Touchdown.
Falco down the field, wide open down the ledge, in the end zone, touchdown, Hendrickson still going, as he still can't be backed up, he breaks the tackle, will he take it? He will, Rams score, touchdown!
What a
looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
Here we go, here in the first. Here's the fade, corner of the end zone, jump ball. It is caught. What a catch. Romano, he beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! No way! Opening kick! Oh my God, it is!
Norway with one man to beat. He's going to beat him. Touchdown.
Falco down the field, wide open down the ledge, in the end zone, touchdown, Hendrickson still going, as he still can't be backed up, he breaks the tackle, will he take it? He will, Rams score, touchdown!
What a
looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
Here we go, here in the first. Here's the fade, corner of the end zone, jump ball. It is caught. What a catch. Romano, he beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! No way! Opening kick! Oh my God, it is!
Norway with one man to beat. He's going to beat him. Touchdown.
Falco down the field, wide open down the ledge, in the end zone, touchdown, Hendrickson still going, as he still can't be backed up, he breaks the tackle, will he take it? He will, Rams score, touchdown!
What a
looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King Looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
Here you go. Here's the first. Here's the fade. Corner of the end zone. Jump ball. It is caught. What a catch. Romano. He beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! Nowhere! Opening kick! Oh my goodness!
Norway with one man to beat. He's going to beat him. Touchdown.
Falco down the field, wide open down the ledge, in the end zone, touchdown Hendrickson, still going, as he still can't be brought down, he breaks the tackle, will he take it? He will, Rams score, touchdown!
What a
Looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
Here you go. Here's the first. Here's the fade. Corner of the end zone. Jump ball. It is caught. What a catch. Romano. He beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! Nowhere! Opening kick! Oh my goodness!
Norway with one man to beat. He's going to beat him. Touchdown.
Falco down the field, wide open down the ledge, in the end zone, touchdown Hendrickson, still going, as he still can't be brought down, he breaks the tackle, will he take it? He will, Rams score, touchdown!
What a
Looking deep, looking for the side. And he finds his receiver there. King looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
All right, electrifying first half we had. Falcons led it 14-0. Villanovans 2 touchdowns in the last minute of the half, including a 65-yard pick six at the buzzer. What a first half it was. The Ovens will receive the second half kickoff. Tim Duffy, Matt Jollis back here for half number 2. And Matt, that first half was crazy. It was a little showdown we had.
Yeah, it was kind of like, tale of two cities in the way that the half went. Falcons seemed to run up, and then all of a sudden the Villanovans ran back, and I think that's huge for Woonsocket. Of course, the momentum swing. They're going to get the ball to start this second half. But if you're the Falcons, adjustments.
Yeah.
They have to stop the Woonsocket run game.
Sure do, and that Woonsocket line we've been talking about at halftime on offensive and defense, and the first half we mentioned a lot of big guys in the trenches for Woonsocket. That's how they were able to dominate a 9.5-minute drive before halftime to get on the board, and then the interception for a touchdown with triple zeros on the clock made a 2-point game.
No, bring yourself back. So the ball's at the 40.
Woonsocket will get the ball first.
So you can see a little bit more.
Didn't have a crazy first half in terms of yards, but he had a 52-yard drive, last him 9.5 minutes. Great execution by Coach Bebo and his squad. Here's Roquez on the return to the 40-yard line. That is where Woonsocket will begin. Mark at the 42, actually. Generous little spot, but it's a good starting field position once again. Third time Woonsocket has started inside their own 40. Their own 40s, I should say.
Yeah, own 40s. And a good spot for them. They're going to put this ball right at the nose of the 42. And Woonsocket special teams has had some good success on the run backs, and that's been able to help them get this starting position. But Cranston's defense got to come up big here in this third quarter.
Got to come up big indeed in front of the Red Storm, which is a little bit quiet now. That's a 2-point lead. That's it for Woonsocket or Cranston West. Here's the handoff right up the middle for Xavier Luke, the lone touchdown scorer offensively for Woonsocket in the first half, picks up 6.
Xavier Luke with a 5-yard gain for Woonsocket. It'll be second.
And they give it to the big fella right up the gun, the fullback dive, and that is a strong run for Luke, who has a sack, a touchdown, and now another 6-yard carry. And Woonsocket, we saw it, like I said at the end of that first half, clock management was key for them. Trying to do the same thing to begin half two and trying to take their first lead of the game. Melton under center. Figueroa the back. Going to give it to him. Left side, and he's wrapped up. Loss of 2. First one there for Cranston West. There was a herd of them. Major was there, I'll tell you that, but there was a few of them.
It'll be 3rd and 5 now for Woonsocket.
With Aiden Murray also there on the right side of the line. So a loss of 1 for Peguero, and now first third down of the half for either squad belongs to Woonsocket. Red Storm getting loud on this 3rd and 5. From the 47. Melton sends Kasari in motion. He's going to roll out to his right. Looking, he's going to take off, spins out of trouble, and now brought down. Flag is down on the field. It was Gerard who got the interception in the first half.
It's going to be holding against Woonsocket, so that's going to push him back. And I think actually they're going to decline it because it's going to be 4th down then.
So we'll take the 4th down. $1:59 into this first half, so they'll take 4th down. It's a 0-yard play. It'll be 4th and 5 as Gerard with interception and now a sack.
And that tackle by number 29, Stevie Gerard.
4th and 5 with Benjamin Wilcox punting.
Yep, there you go. You're good, Lens. Perfect. Yep. Make sure you
For Woonsocket for the 3rd time tonight. At the clock. Yep. Here it is. It's a boot. It's going to bounce towards Corvallo. He's going to let it roll. It takes a nice Woonsocket roll down to the 11-yard line. That's where West is going to start. As Casteri pins it down there. 9:25 to go. We're going to let our clock catch up a little bit to the actual game clock. Cranston West, quick 3 and out on defense, and now a chance to try to extend their lead up to 2 scores. 89 yards away from pay dirt.
CLCF Chiefs looking for fundraising, try to send their players to the All-Star games. And you can scan the QR code right there on your screen, be able to help donate to the Cranston Chiefs.
Hand off to Marcus Chung, and they'll be wrapped up, picking up about 5 on the carry to the 16, maybe 17-yard line. They're going to bring it, call it the actually the 20, wow, so it's good for 8. Actually 19, so good for 7. But Chung, he had 87 yards there in the first half on the ground. He got 7 more, almost at the 100-yard marker. He averaged 115 yards per game in the regular season and almost approaching that. So from the 19, now it'll be 2nd and 3. This 4K quality looking sick here on Fans Only Sports Network. Handoff right side, Chung. Finds hold Marcus Chung, burst of speed across the 40. Chung out of bounds at the 41. Good for 22 on the carry, and Chung is churning and picking up some pace. Marking with the 42, it's good. 41, good for 22. Should not have doubted myself, but that's a big run.
That was a huge run from Marcus Chung. Falcons needed that. Opens up the field a little bit more. It's going to have Woonsocket start guessing what they're going to want to set up defensively, and now you can kind of breathe a little bit. You're not all the way back in your 10-yard line.
Hand off to Chung, left side, going to cut it in. Spins up a tackle and gets down the 48-yard line.
Run by number 1, Marcus Chung.
49, 48, 49. Going to give him 7 more. Chung, 3 carries of 20-plus yards. And they've all come since the touchdown run. That one is good for 7. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And smartly, the Falcons are taking time off the clock.
Sure are. They're going to have to. Chung already 15 carries, and that one going nowhere. Brought down immediately in the backfield. First one there was Trenton Bryn for Woonsocket. Loss of about 2 or 3. We're going to say a loss of just a yard, actually. Loss of 2 to 46. So it'll be 3rd and about 5. So loss of 2 for Chung. It's just the 2nd carry of negative yardage all game for Chung. Going quickly here. Handoff on 3rd down. It's Chung on up the gut. Gets the first to the 47. Good for 7. And Chung slow to get up, but his teammates will help him off the turf. First down run for Chung. And Matt, they're going to want to keep it in Marcus Chung's hands if they want to be able to milk this clock and move on to the next round of the playoffs.
Yeah, right now Chung's been the kind of working formula. So I think if they want to keep going here, yeah, let it run. Chunk it off 5 or 6 every single carry.
It's the handoff left side. And it is LeBlanc. Just his 2nd carry all night. Gets it down to the 35-yard line. Strong run. And I think that one's a chain mover. It is. First down. Gain of 10, and they're going to say he's a yard shy, actually. So they're going to give him 9. That was very close. They say he stepped out the 38-yard line.
No instant replay, no red flags in high school football. I can't throw a challenge for that one because that looked really like the sticks to me.
Sure did. That's actually the first carry of the game for LeBlanc. Give it to him again, running right, and now that one is good for the first down. Gain of 2 on 2nd and 1. And Chung coming back onto the field with Cranston West already approaching close to the red zone at the 36-yard line, just a first down and a half away from the red area. Cornell, handoff, left side. It is Chung. Nice move, and he'll get down to the 32, dancing his way for a 4-yard pickup.
Back to Marcus Chung. That's been a working formula, and again, 4, and there's a downed Falcon player.
It's a Falcon down. 45 rushing yards on the drive for Chung. And trying to see who's down here.
CLCF Chiefs looking for any help they can get to try to send their youth players to the All-Star games. You can scan the QR code on your screen or go and visit the CLCF Chiefs online. Help donate and send their kids to the AYF All-Star games.
It's injured man on the ground. We'll take a little commercial break. As this injury timeout, we're going to see how it's going. Helmet is off, and we'll be right back.
Game On mouthguards. Game On mouthguards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association's seal of acceptance.
It was Zach Petrella, big number 56, the offensive lineman, coming off the field. So luckily for him and gladly for him, he looks to be okay coming off of mostly his own will. 5-yard gain on the last play, 4-yard gain for Chung. He's the back again. Just 2 completions all night for Cornell, 2 picks. Handoff to Chung, running left. Chung with a hole and gets out of bounds to the 25-yard line. Mark it at the 26. Should be enough for the first down, and it is. And Chung already over 50 yards on this drive. He's over 130 on the night. What a game he's having. Just pounding that rock left, right, and right up the gut for consistent yardage all evening off his 19th carry of the game. And in motion. It is LeBlanc, handoff to Chung, and he is wrapped up. Good read right there at the line of scrimmage by Alexander Herrera. But Chung still able to pick up a couple on the play. Mark it at the 24 for a 2-yard gain.
And it looks like it'll be 2nd and 8 after that short pickup by Chung.
So Chung, even when it looks to be lost, he's so shifty, finds a way to make it a positive yardage play, Matt.
Yeah, and Marcus Chung, again, just will continue to always find 2nd and 3rd options. Great field vision from a great running back.
20th carry for Chung, 8th on this drive. Give it to him again. Here's the fake reverse, going to the right side, to the corner. Marcus Chung out of bounds at the 15. Pushed out, but not before picking up another first down as there's Kasari pushing him out, but Chung with a gain of 9 in the first down.
Yeah, Marcus Chung, great awareness to see that space on the edge. Great awareness also to see where the sticks are, making sure he's on a diagonal run. So he's able to pick that up. Then Falcons, interesting spot here, can be able to pick up another first down right before the end zone. It's going to be a first down around about the 6-yard line.
From the 16. Under 5 to go in the quarter. Handoff, left side, Chung trying to cut it back in and finds a swarm of white jerseys for no gain. A lot of Villanovans were in the area, highlighted by Michael Cincantini Jr., and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they did not give him the forward progression there. Ends up with a no-gain play. Again, the amount of time ticking off of the clock on this drive by the Falcons.
12 plays on the drive for Cranston West, 12 runs. This clock continues to milk down. Empty backfield for Cornell. Chung, the motion man. They're going to give it to him on the end around. Marcus Chung going to cut inside, and Chung going to bulldoze his way inside the 10-yard line to about the 9. Good for 7, and it will be 3rd and short.
A 7-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and a few for the Falcons.
Chung again, the workload, and that is an understatement for what he's been able to do tonight for the Cranston West Falcons. 3rd and 3 with 3:30 here in the 3rd quarter. I formation. Cornell fumbled the snap, keeps it himself. Improvisation. First down, goal to go. As he stumbles his way down inside the 5-yard line. Gain of 4 to the 5, and what a play by Cornell. Making some magic happen there off the bobbled snap.
Yeah, great awareness by Cornell. Was able to make sure that he's able to scoop that one right back up. And I don't see an injured player down on the field, but saw the... Oh, it's on the far side of the field. We couldn't see it.
36. It's Xavier Luke.
Woonsocket, 36, yeah.
Probably the best player today for Woonsocket coming off the field. Here is the handoff. Left side, Chung. He's wrapped up after a 1-yard gain. Nowhere to go there. As it was Alexander Herrera with another tackle on this drive, and he is down on the ground after making the play. Sitting at the 4-yard line. Oh, man. So back-to-back injuries for Woonsocket. This one looks to be a little bit more severe. Herrera able to get up, and he looks to be okay. We'll have to take a play off the field with some help from the coaching staff. That is the rule. He has to take a play off. He'll strut off the field. It'll be 2nd down and goal with 2:49 to go. A lot of great sponsors we got tonight. You can read across the board. Basta, Patola, great Italian restaurants right here in Cranston. And RR Elite Recruits, our very own. Here is the handoff, 15th play of the drive. Chung cuts upfield, burst of speed, a push from the line, and his 3rd touchdown of the night.
touchdown.
And Marcus Chung
Marcus Chung.
capitalizes the 15-play drive with a 4-yard touchdown, and Cranston West leads it by 8.
Big play, Chung. That's all he does. 6-7 yards every single play. That was about 7 right there, right into the end zone for 6.
And we talked about this. Ooh, that's a miss. PAT from Major. Oh, actually, it bounced home. I think it might have hit the side of the pool, but that is a good PAT for Major, his 3rd make of the game. But we talked about it right when the half started that Cranston West, they were getting dominated in the trenches at the end of the first half of that 9.5-minute drive by Woonsocket. But right there showing Villanovans who's the boss with a 8-minute drive of their own to make it a 2-score game.
Yeah, Villanovans got the ball to start this second half. It's kind of bizarre almost for as long as Cranston West had the ball to say. Villanovans actually had the ball to start this quarter. West took off about 8 minutes of this quarter. 2:45 left to go, and West back on top with a little bit of breathing room. Obviously, they were up 2 at the start of this quarter, but a little bit of breathing room now.
Sure do have some good breathing room. The Falcons now leading it by 2 scores, but 15 plays, 15 runs for Cranston West, and sucking the soul out of Woonsocket. Here's the squib kick returning from the 19. It's Braylon Roquez cutting it left side. Roquez right to the outside and tripped up. What a tackle by Carvalho at the 27-yard line.
That's why you don't run across the line. He just kept running right across the line, running flat. And Carvalho just chased him and then took him down. Run diagonal always.
Mark him down at the 28-yard line as Roquez is straight running. Will set up the worst Woonsocket field position all night, which isn't even that bad, the 28-yard line, but
it's not the 48.
Not the 48, as we saw at the end of the first half, and the 42 as we saw at the beginning of this half. But Woonsocket went 3-and-out last possession after going backwards on a 3rd down and 3. Now it's 1st and 10 for the Villanovans. Peguero the back. Hand off to Peguero, going to cut it left, and he'll pick up 3 on the carry to the 31-yard line.
That is Peguero with the run for Woonsocket.
We're the last of the 3 games tonight on Fans Only Sports Network. St. Ray's and Shea, West Warwick, and Lincoln and us. Moses Brown will play Tolman tomorrow afternoon as the playoffs are in full swing on Fans Only Sports Network.
Sure are. Best time of the year here at FOSN.
I don't know. I might say best time of the year is December when high school hockey season starts.
I don't know, man. Football's mine. Football's my thing, man. I don't
my
know.
season's about to come.
Just 50 rushing yards off 20 carries for Woonsocket tonight. Here's the screen. It's Peguero. Good setup, and Peguero stays on his feet, stays in bounds, gets the 1st down. Push out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And Woonsocket has their first down of the half. First completion of the half for Melton. It's good for 11 and move the chains. Just the 5th completion all game for either team. 3 of them coming from Melton. The first reception by Villanovan not named Jamari Barr.
I feel like that's one of the most weirdest looks playing at this stadium. That's not a wall there. It's literally just that dark on the other side of the field.
It really is.
That's not a black wall there. It's literally that dark on the other side of the field. That's where the baseball stadium
I actually didn't even realize that. It looks like some CGI right here, but nah. Cranston West High School is just a dark campus. From the 42. Man in motion. Melton's going to keep it himself. Right up the gun. Dante Melton for about 4. Fourth carry for Melton. He's got 16 yards on the ground. As Woonsocket has to think about the clock a little bit now as we're under 90 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
It's still a whole another 12 to play, but West took a lot of time off the clock, and that's going to benefit them, especially if they can hold Woonsocket here, force this game into the fourth quarter.
2nd and 6 from the 46. Melton. Handoff, Piguero running left, and he'll pick up about 2, spun down at the 48-yard line. Running off of left tackle. Maybe one more play to go here in the third. As he was brought down there by Aiden Murray. So it's going to be 3rd down and call it 3 on the play.
I think they have to get one more off.
And going to be hindered a little bit by it, as you see big number 75, Trenton Bryn, strutting off the field. 10 seconds to go. Mellon's coming back to the huddle. I don't think they're going to get this one off.
No, I don't think they are. Yeah.
And they, with 5-4, like Freddie Benson, 3, 2, 1. We'll watch the third quarter melt away. No pun intended, as Falcons, they get in the end zone here in quarter 3. They lead it by 9. Last 12 coming up. We're going to switch sides and be back for one of these two teams' final quarter of action of 2022. We'll be right back in a couple of minutes.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
In, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the
Final 12 of action. And make sure you go sponsor the CLCF Cranston Youth Football. Trying to send these guys to the All-Star game. PayPal, you can scan it coming up right now. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. 3rd and 3. First play of the fourth quarter. Once talking with the ball, Melton's going to drop back. Throw it deep downfield. This one is overthrown for Casari and incomplete. And Casari has defender beat Carvalho, and that one falls to the turf. Melton, 3 of 5. 33 yards in the interception. It's going to be 4th and 3, and Woonsocket has to go for this one down 2 scores. Can't punt it, back-to-back possessions. And you're this sluggish on offense, and biggest play of the game coming up for Woonsocket and Cranston West defense. He had him.
Had him lined up, had the distance on it, and got held up on the run. Otherwise, he was off to the house. Good defensive play from the Falcons.
4th and 3. Defense chance coming from the Red Storm here at the Nest. Melton takes the snap, looking left, throwing left. In traffic, it's caught by Casari, moving the chains. What a catch, gain of 6 to keep the season alive. Still a lot of time, but that was a great catch from Vince Casari to move the chains.
Yeah, got good space out there on the edge. Was able to turn around, had 3 players coming right up on his backside. Made the catch, made a turn to be able to protect the football before he got hit.
Villanova's just one offensive drive getting into the end zone. There's the 9.5-minute drive at the end of the first half, capitalized by the Xavier Luke 1-yard touchdown run. Trying to get another one here. Play action for Melton, rolling out to his right. He's going to take off. Dante Melton to the outside, and he's wrapped up. What a tackle there.
Wow.
By Gerard.
He got leveled.
It's actually LeBlanc
That
taking
is
the
a
tackle.
huge
Excuse me.
defensive stop.
Gain of 1. Dimitri LeBlanc. Number 20. Maybe that's 29. It's tough to tell 0 or 9, but I think that was
That might be 29.
29. So Stevie Gerard with the interception. Now a big tackle there. It's tough to tell. Tough to tell.
Number 29, Stevie Gerard with the tackle there on the play.
Well, that's a 1-yard carry for Melton, who had some space, had some green grass, but great read by Gerard on the outside, making the tackle from his safety spot. Corner spot. 2nd and 9. Peguero the back. Woonsocket inside West territory for the first time all half. Handoff to Peguero, running left, and nothing there. No gain on the play. He's brought down by Murray at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Murray of Cranston West. It'll be 3rd and 8 for Woonsocket.
Yeah, Falcons just want to be able to make sure that they can get those defensive stops. Don't let Woonsocket get too much yardage. Force them to where they're going to have to punt.
Now, this situation, I don't think you can punt if you're Woonsocket, but definitely want to make it a 4th and uncomfortable for Villanovans if you're on the Cranston West defense. 3rd and 9. Melton in the gun. We've only seen him throw 6 times all night. He's going to throw here. Going to let it fly down the field. Double coverage. Roquez going up there. Incomplete, but a flag is down. As it was LeBlanc on the coverage.
They're going to call offensive. They're going to call defensive.
Let's
pass
see. It'll be
interference.
PI against. That is LeBlanc, 20. I think so he did make the tackle the other play. I think it's on West. That's the indication.
It's going to be
initially.
It's going to be pass interference.
And let's see what the verdict is. It's not a spot foul in high school football, so they won't be inside the 10-yard line. But it will be a 1st down. This is going to set them up at the 29-yard line.
After that penalty against West, the ball will be on the 29-yard
So
line.
call it a 15-yard penalty.
It will be a 1st down for the Villanovans.
And Villanovans, with some help there on the flag, making some noise from the 29. Melton. The give to Peguero. Big hole on the right side. Peguero's at the 10. Down to the 11. Gain of 18 on the run. A big burst of speed. And they're inside. Near goal to go situation. Gain of 18.
Great shoestring tackle by the Falcons to stop the touchdown.
And believe it or not, that is the longest play of the game all night for Woonsocket, the 18-yard scamper.
The chain guys in front of that beautiful Fans Only Sports Network are our elite recruits sign back there. You can't see it on the broadcast right now.
Melton, quarterback keep, running left, pushes forward for about 2 or 3 on the play. But yes, Cranston West, they love us here at FOSN. You have all their games throughout the season, fall, winter, and spring.
And snipe Eric Rube over there in the blue.
Rube was on our live stream last night with me and Chet on the FO Sports Instagram. I told Rube he was one of the biggest heads in Rhode Island high school sports scene behind Fans Only Sports, obviously. To which he begrudgingly agreed with. So shout out to our guy Rube in the blue hoodie with a camera too. That's a good looking piece of equipment right there for Eric Rube.
Yeah, he got his gimbal stick out down there on the end line.
So 2nd down and 7 from the 8. Melton. Fake the end around. Hits Peguero up the middle, down to the 4.
Melton hands off to Peguero,
and Peguero will set up a 3rd down and about 2. 3rd and 3. As it's a gain of 4 on the carry. 1 yard line's the first down. And Woonsocket really making some noise here with 7 minutes to go. Gotta be wise about the clock, though. They've had this drive going for almost 8 minutes. Yet to punch it in. 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 3, actually, from the 4. Dante Melton inside give. It is Xavier Luke pushing forward. Luke, big, strong body with a push.
Ball down.
The ball. They call him down? They did call him down. And it will be enough for the first down, it looks like. Yes, 1st and goal.
With the run there, and it looks like it'll be a first down for Woonsocket.
Good call there, in my opinion. Going to call him down after the forward progress. Definitely a dead play. But Luke trying hard to get his second touchdown of the night. And it'll be 1st and goal.
And it'll be 1st and goal from the 1 for the Villanovans.
Just a second goal to go opportunity for Woonsocket all game. Trying to make it a one-score contest, again reaching the midpoint of this final quarter. Luke the fullback, Melton, gonna give it to him. Touchdown! Xavier Luke with number 2, and Woonsocket is right back in it.
That is a touchdown for Woonsocket. Xavier Luke punches it in. The score is 21-18.
And
Falcons
the
lead.
Novans cut the lead to 3. And what a drive that was. A 9-minute sequence for the road team. Getting right back in. It looks like they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, I don't think Woonsocket has a kicking game.
Not particularly.
So I think they just go for 2, period, on just every single play. And
they
that's
bobbled
like
the snap last time, though, on the PAT, which was
that's
tough.
that's a feast or famine kind of situation.
Yeah.
Because the more times that you score in a game and you go for 2 and you don't convert it, you actually fall further behind.
But down 9, if they get this 2, it's a 1-point game. And hypothetically, if Cranston West scores and converts the extra point, it's still a 1-score game. So let's see. Handoff. It's Luke. Tripped up, stumbling forward. Are they going to give it to him?
No, I think he's a
And
yard
he is short.
He's 2 yards short.
No good.
The 2-point conversion attempt
And it stays a 3-point game with 6 minutes on the clock. And Matt, what a drive that was from Woonsocket to get right back in it.
Yeah, absolutely good drive. They mixed it up. They tried to go to the air a little bit, went on the ground. They were able to exploit some holes in the Falcons' defense. Good drive. They actually churned some time off the clock. It was actually Woonsocket churning time off the clock this time. But 6 minutes left to go, and the Falcons are going to get the ball back with a 3-point lead here. And if the Falcons want to go ahead and churn 6 minutes off the clock, we're talking about who are they playing next week.
The winner of East Providence and Portsmouth. That game is happening. That game's happening right now, correct, Matt?
That game is happening right now. We'll try to see if we can get an update on that score.
I'm sure they're going to try to help let Marcus Chung put it in his hands and try to milk off this final 6 minutes. He has 25 carries on the night. A ridiculous number. Had 130 in the regular season.
That's like NFL level.
NFL level right there. That's some RB1 status.
25 carries.
Here's a nice line drive kick. It is Chung. Put the ball in his hands. It's a scary maneuver, but he's down to the 37-yard line. And Cranston West, 5 minutes and 55 seconds away from moving on to the next round. But they'll have to try to milk this one out. They've had one drive this half, and it was a 15-play, 15-run drive to the end zone. With sponsor CLCF Football, send those guys to the All-Star game. You can scan the PayPal right there, looking for sponsors for very local CLCF. The Chiefs, great organization for many years. Like I said earlier, they smoked us back in the day, me playing for the North Smithfield Express. They were definitely the scariest team we used to play, but timeout taken by Woonsocket with the drive just about to start. So, Matt, Cranston West, they had a great drive last time, milked off over 8 minutes off the clock, and I think they're going to try the same thing here, try to win this game in regulation.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think, if you take the time off of the clock that Cranston West has pushed and just continue to do that. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep the run game going. You're going to be able to take this one to the finish line, and then it's going to be West against either East Providence or against Portsmouth, whoever comes up with that win.
Absolutely. And trying to feel good heading into that game if they're able to pull out of it with a victory here.
It depends on who wins. If it's Portsmouth, it's at Portsmouth. If it's East Providence, it's here.
If East Providence wins tonight, they'll travel to the winner of this game. The winner of this game, if Portsmouth wins, will travel to Portsmouth. Chung in traffic, and he's going to lose 3 on the play. Great stop by the Woonsocket defensive front. Finished off right there by Sincantini for a loss of 3. And Chung on his 26th carry, just his 3rd of the game that goes backwards, and it's 2nd and 13 now.
It'll be 2nd and 13 for West.
Max Preps not giving us a live score update on that East Providence Portsmouth game. Hopefully we'll be able to figure it out sooner than later and see what the word is by the end of this one. 2nd and 13. Split backfield for Cornell and company. Letting that play clock milk down. We're at 5 minutes to go. Cornell takes the snap. Keeps it himself. What a fake. Trying to get to the outside, and he's going to stay in bounds, but Roquez and Casera are going to wrap him up at the 35. Give him the 36 with some forward progress. And he picks up a couple on the play, but it'll be 3rd down. Picks up 2. It'll be 3rd down and 11.
3rd and 11 for Cranston West.
.45 yards on the ground for Cornell. This West run game has been phenomenal. Counting for pretty much all their yards, almost 200 here in the game. Empty backfield on 3rd down. Chung, the motion man. End around. Guess who they're going to give it to? It's Marcus Chung to the outside. Chung with a burst of speed. Chung with a 1st down. Across midfield to the 47-yard line. What a run from Chung.
That might have been a game breaker for Marcus Chung. That's a huge 1st down pickup for the Falcons. Now they're across midfield. You've got open space. You've got a new 1st down set. Now it's going to be a really hard press for Woonsocket to be able to try to push this one back.
Stops the clock as Chung gets out of bounds after the 18-yard pickup. So that's the only downside for West, but a fresh set of downs for Cranston either way. Here's the handoff to Chung, trying to find a block, and he's going to be tripped up after a few. Good tackle there made by Greenless, who got the interception earlier. It's good for 4.
Again, please, no smoking allowed at all.
No smoking allowed, as our PA announcer is saying. It smells like cigarette here at Cranston West, here in the box. But, you know, maybe a premature celebratory cig by the Red Storm.
Lighten up the cigars a little too early.
Still got 3.5 minutes to go. And Woonsocket still with 2 timeouts. They burnt one at the beginning of this drive. And it's 2nd and 6 from the 43-yard line. Cranston West are taking all the time they want to snap the ball. A couple of 1st downs would ice this for the Falcons. If they lost the snap, Cornell will get stacked up. That's the 3rd time he's lost the snap tonight. As it's Wilcox getting credited with the sack. It's a loss of 2, loss of 1.
3rd and 7 for the Falcons.
And it will be 3rd down and 7. It's 3 times Cornell has bobbled the snap. He did it down towards the goal line twice tonight on the last possession. Able to get a couple yards, but that one pretty crucial.
Game's coming up on Fans Only Sports Network tomorrow. Moses Brown Quakers taking on the Tolman Tigers. 12:30 p.m. kickoff time from Moses Brown, and then we'll be at Schneider Arena tomorrow night. Providence College Women's Club Ice Hockey Team in action against the Northeastern Huskies. And Sunday afternoon from the Rhode Island Sports Center as the Bryant Bulldogs men's ice hockey team takes on Sacred Heart. You can catch all those games right here. Fans Only Sports. It's fansonly.sprtz.com.
3rd and 7. Great ad read from Matt. Got good games coming up this weekend, but here's a 3rd down. Fake the end around to Garvalo. And outside run for Chung. Finds the open lane. Marcus Chung stays in bounds. Gets to the 20-yard line.
Number 1, Marcus Chung with a first down.
And Chung picks up 24 on the run, and that sets Cranston West up smooth. That perimeter defense from Woonsocket nowhere to be found all half, and Chung taking advantage again for his 4th run of 20-plus this game.
Yeah, that might be ball game. You're at the 20-yard line now here. If the Falcons can be able to move this one in. 2:48 left on the clock. Yeah, this is close to the end.
Oh, yeah, it's close to the end. Cornell in the split backfield. Hand off to Chung. Finds the hole and is going to get wrapped up after picking up about 5 on the play. Timeout called by Woonsocket, their second. We'll give Chung 4. About 3 actually, about 3. And it is going to be 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to go. They have 1 left. 3. Yeah, they have 1 left. Oh, wait, I think that's Woonsocket's last time out, actually, is it? So, yes. 1 first down for West would ice this thing. Yeah. Yep. .206 rushing yards for Chung. Do I get some more here to the outside? Marcus Chung tripped up. What a tackle by Greenless. Keeping him in bounds.
Chung was trying to make a turn there. Got a little hip check.
Sure
if he made that turn, though, he had space. He was open.
So Chung loses a yard right there. Good tackle by Greenless. But Chung over 200 yards rushing tonight off of 30-plus carries, and that brings him well over 1,100 for the season. And it's 3rd down and 8.
Falcons are going to milk every second they can on the clock.
Ball's at the 18, 10-yard line is the first down.
He's going to call a timeout with like 1 second left on the play clock.
And you're right, Matt. That's twice you've called timeouts today. And Cranston West takes the timeout with 1:06 to go. They are a couple plays away from effectively icing this one. Villanova's with no timeouts. They need 1 stop to bring it a 4th down, but it's not looking good for Woonsocket with $1:06 to go. But what a game for Marcus Chung. 205 yards on the ground. It's been a phenomenal showcase from him off of 31 carries tonight. What a game.
Yeah, Marcus Chung has been that electric player throughout his whole entire Cranston West career, and it's going to kind of be weird to call a Cranston West football game next year and not call Marcus Chung.
Absolutely, and we'll have some of his basketball games, hopefully, this winter at Cranston West. I remember calling one of his games last year.
Yeah, plenty of basketball games this year on both the boys and girls side because Fans Only Sports Network is now the home of Cranston Athletics, both for East and West. So
yes, sir.
We're going to have the whole home men's and women's basketball seasons, wrestling season, a lot of sports to come in the winter.
3rd down and 8. Chung trying to ice the game. Burst of speed. Gets the first down to the 9-yard line. And that will do it, folks. Going to stop the clock to move the chains, but West can just take a knee, and they're going to advance to round number 2. It's 1st and goal.
It's a first home playoff win for the Cranston West Falcons. They're going to get one on their field at their school. It's going to be a big moment in history of this program to put this one in the books, and they're going to head to the second round, and that's just what a season this has been for the Falcons.
What a half it's been for West. Just 2 drives for Cranston West. All out. They're going to take a snap, and Cornell will take a knee at the 15. It's a loss of 6, but it doesn't matter. Cranston West is moving on. What a half. They did it all on the ground. Did not throw the ball once all second half. Of Marcus Chung with 214 yards on the ground. The player of the game for West. What a performance.
Yeah, and Kellen Cornell, for all things being, obviously the couple of interceptions, the missed throws, but the ability to read the field, making sure he was getting those play action options out there, finding the ability to get Chung out to the outside, whether he had to get Carvalho for a moment, whoever it was going through the middle. Kellen Cornell really actually did call a really good game today.
Sure did. Just 2 of 4 for 30 for 21 yards and the 2 picks. Doesn't matter. As he did it on the ground, he helped his squad out, and Marcus Chung did the rest. What a performance. You can see that storm getting red, Matt Jolis. West is moving on. And this game brought to you by Fans Only Sports Network. What a game it was here in Division II football. The Cranston West Falcons 21, Woonsocket Villanovan's 18. Wooney made it interesting for a while, but did not do enough to secure the W. What a game for the Falcons. And they will play the winner of East Providence and Portsmouth. We're going to find out who won that game very soon. Post-broadcast, we're going to post about it on our Instagram. Follow us at FO Sports with a Z on IG, and check our YouTube at Fans Only Sports. That's also with a Z, obviously. But what a game, Matt Jolis, Tim Duffy signing out. Lizzie Levine, our great camera lady, and Will Devereaux, our fantastic journalist with the slick back hair. We'll see you guys next time on Fans Only Sports for some more high school playoff football. Check out the rest this weekend for more coverage of the rest of our games. We got Moses Brown and Tolman tomorrow afternoon, and a great slate coming up in the upcoming future. Thank you guys for all tuning in, and Cranston West moving on to round number 2. See you guys next time.